In 2019, this South African CEO ruined the life of 260 people. He vanished with $1.2 billion of their money and spent it on plastic surgery for his girlfriend. In 2020, he faked his own death, but not even him was prepared for what happened next. Let's start from the beginning. In 2019, Johann Steynberg was a 36-year-old tech enthusiast from South Africa who saw an opportunity in the booming world of cryptocurrency. At the time, Bitcoin was still viewed as risky investment by many, but it was also a new gold rush by many who believed in the digital future of money. Johann saw this excitement and the confusion surrounding crypto as the perfect setup for his enterprise. He launched a company called Miro Trading Investment, or MTI for short. The promise was simple: let your Bitcoin work for you. According to Johann, MTI used an advanced AI trading bot that could automatically trade foreign currencies and grow your Bitcoin balance day after day. You didn't need any trading experience. You just had to deposit your Bitcoin, sit back and watch your profit grow. On paper, it sounded revolutionary, the kind of innovation that could make an average people wealthy. And at first, it seems to work. Early investors started seeing return. They could withdraw profits and their Bitcoin balance were increasing. Those early successes became powerful marketing tools. People started telling their friends, families, and colleagues about it. They called it the easiest money you will ever make. Can you imagine that? But Johann wasn't just relying on results to attract investors. He built MTI like a multi-level marketing machine. If you refer new investors, you earn bonuses. The more people you brought in, the more money you make. Soon, MTI was spreading fast through WhatsApp groups, telegrams, churches, and even family networks all over South Africa. Pastors were preaching about it. Teachers, drivers, nurses, everyone wanted to be part of it. By 2020, MTI had grown beyond South Africa. It has members in the US, Canada, and even Europe, all convinced they were part of a revolutionary trading platform that would make them rich. According to company records, over 260 members had joined, and together they deposited more than 29,000 Bitcoin into MTI, worth over $1.2 billion at the time. But here's the question no one was asking: where was all this Bitcoin actually going? MTI claimed the funds were being traded through a Belize-based forex broker called FX Choice. That's where the AI trading bot was supposedly performing its magic. But in mid-2020, FX Choice froze MTI's account. They suspected something was off. When they looked into it, they found only 1,280 Bitcoin in the account, roughly $70 million at the time. That's when the truth started to unravel. MTI had received over 29,000 Bitcoin, but only 1,280 could be traced. That meant more than 28,000 Bitcoin were missing, gone without trace. Behind the scenes, there was no AI trading bot. The profits that early investors received were simply coming from the deposit of new investors. A classic Ponzi scheme. Johann wasn't growing people's Bitcoin. He was using new money to pay old investors, keeping the illusion of success alive. But Ponzi scheme, as we know, can only survive as long as new money keep flowing in. Once people start trying to withdraw their funds faster than new deposits come in, the system collapses. And that's exactly what happened in late 2020. Investors started requesting withdrawals, but the money went there. Panic spread. Then in December 2020, Johann Steynberg disappeared. No statement, no explanation, he simply vanished. A few days later, rumors began circulating that he had died in Brazil. Others claimed he had been murdered for stolen Bitcoin. The company remained silent, and that silence became the confirmation for many. Johann was dead, and their money was gone forever. But the truth was crazy. In December 2021, almost exactly a year after his disappearance, police in Goiânia, Brazil made a shocking arrest. They found Johann alive, well, and living under a fake name with forged identity documents. The dead CEO had been hiding in plain sight. He even had a girlfriend whom he spoiled with expensive gifts and paid for plastic surgery. What a crazy guy. When police searched his property, they expected to find a fortune. After all, he had stolen over $1 billion in Bitcoin. But what they found instead was crazy. There were no luxury cars, no hidden crypto wallets filled with billions, no yacht, just traces of ordinary luxury spending. Around $52,000 in Louis Vuitton, $10,000 at hotel, jewelries and surgeries for his girlfriend. Where did all the Bitcoin go? That's the question everyone was asking. Many investigators believe the Bitcoin was either moved to a secret wallet before his arrest or distributed through intermediaries in a way that made it nearly impossible to recover. Blockchain analyst firms have traced some of the funds through Mixer, tools that hide a trace for crypto transactions, but most of it remains untraceable. By 2023, regulators around the world had enough. The US Commodity Futures Trading Commission, known as CFTC, took action, labeling calling MTI the largest Bitcoin-related fraud in history. A US court ordered Johann to pay $3.4 billion, half in restitution to victims and half in civil penalty. It was the largest financial judgment in the history of cryptocurrency fraud. But for the victims, that judgment almost meant nothing. You can't pay back money that doesn't exist. Out of the billions stolen, liquidators recovered only 2,280 Bitcoin, the same amount that FX Choice had frozen year later. That was less than 5% of the total funds taken. For the vast majority of MTIs, we are talking about 260,000 members, their money was gone forever. Then came the final twist. On April 22nd, 2024, news broke from Brazil that Johann Steynberg had died of a pulmonary embolism. He was waiting extradition to South Africa when he reportedly collapsed and died. Authorities produced a death certificate, but given his history of faking his own death before, many people refused to believe it. Some victims believe he staged another disappearance, that he is still alive, possibly somewhere with access to hidden wallets containing billions in Bitcoin. Whether Johann is truly dead or alive may never be confirmed, but his story leaves behind a trail of lessons that can't be ignored. Every detail of the MTI scam follows a familiar pattern, one that has been repeated for centuries in different forms. Guaranteed returns, referral reward, complex technology no one verified. All these are red flags. Every time someone promises you effortless wealth, you are walking into a trap. If you ever hear the phrase like risk-free profits or our trading bot does all the work, stop right there. No legitimate investment guaranteed profits, especially in crypto. The markets are unpredictable and even the best traders lose money sometimes. The Miro Trading International scandals wasn't just about greed, it was about misplaced trust. People wanting to believe there was finally a way out of financial struggle, and Johann used that hope as his weapon. So if there is any takeaway from this story, it is always verify before you trust. Use reputable exchanges. Keep your crypto in your own wallet, not in someone else's system you can't verify. And most importantly, remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And this brings us to the end of this story. Don't forget, on this channel we post twice a week, Monday and Friday. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video, and remain Joshua Adventure. I'll see you in the next one.